Hello students, welcome to NIRS Education Channel. Let us continue the lesson, The Beggar. In our previous session, we came to know that the beggar pulled a billet of wood towards him. He set up that billet between his feet and he tapped with axe. The billet wavered and fell down. Same thing occurred for many times. And Sarji was observing all these things. And he felt little sorry and ashamed of himself for having set a spoiled, drunken, perhaps sick man to work at manual labor in the cold. An hour later, Olga came in and announced that wood had all been chopped. Then Sarji said her to give him half a ruble. And also he said that he could come on first day of every month. There will be one or the other work for him. Now let's continue the lesson. On the first of the month, the wife made his appearance and again earned half a ruble. Although he could barely stand on his legs, from that day on, he often appeared in the yard and every time a work was found for him. On the first day of the month, the beggar, made his appearance. He came back and again earned half a ruble. Although he could barely stand on his legs. He could barely stand on his legs. Still, he worked and he earned half a ruble. From that day, he often appeared in the yard and every time work was found for him. That day onwards, he often appeared in the yard and even every time a work was found for him. Now he would shovel snow. Now put the wood shed in order. Now beat the dust out of the rugs and mattress. And he started to do different works. He was shoveling snow. Here shovel means to move materials with shovel. Shovel is a tool. With the help of that tool, he was removing snow. Now put the wood shed in order. He was putting the wood shed in order. Now beat the dust out of rugs and mattress. He was beating the dust out of rugs and mattress. Every time he received from 20 to 40 kopecks, and every time he was receiving 20 to 40 kopecks. And once even a pair of old trousers were sent out to him. And once Sarji gave him a pair of trousers also. When Sarji moved into another house, he hired him to help in packing and hauling of the furniture. Sarji moved into another house. That time he hired him to help in the packing and hauling of furniture. Hauling means to carry or to transport something. He took the help of this beggar. This time the wife was sober, gloomy and silent. When he came to pack and haul the furniture, that time he was sober. Sober means not drunk or not affected by alcohol. Okay. He was sober, he was gloomy, and he was silent. He hardly touched the furniture and walked behind the wagons, hanging his head. He hardly touched furniture and walked behind the wagons. Wagons means carriage, hanging his head, not even making a pretense of appearing busy. He was not pretending as if he was busy. Okay. He only shivered in the cold and became embarrassed when carters jeered at him for his idleness, his feebleness, and his tattered fancy overcoat. He only shivered, trembled in the cold, and became embarrassed. He felt uneasy. Okay. When the carters jeered at him, carters jeered. Jeer means to taunt or to mock. When the carters made fun of him or when they taunt at him for his idleness, his feebleness, and his tattered fancy overcoat. They made fun of him for his idleness. Idleness means not doing anything. For feebleness means for weakness. And they made fun of his tattered fancy overcoat, torn fancy overcoat. When they made fun of these things, he became ashamed or embarrassed. After the moving was over, Saji sent for him. After transporting the furniture, Sarji called that beggar. Well, I am happy that my words have taken effect, he said, handing him a ruble. Here is for your pains. I see you are sober and have no objection to work. What is your name? Then Sarji asked him. Well, I am happy that my words have taken effect. Because of my words, you have changed your life. I am very happy about that. Like this, Sarji said. And he gave him a ruble. Here is for your pain. You worked for me, that's why you take this ruble, he said. I see you are sober and have no objection to work. I understood you are sober, not drunk, and you have no objection to work. And he asked his name. Then the beggar said, Lashkov. That beggar's name was Lashkov. Well, Lashkov, I can now offer you some other cleaner employment. Can you write? Then Sarji asked him, well, Lashkov, I can now offer you some other better job. Can you write? Are you able to write? I can, beggar said. Then take this letter to a friend of mine tomorrow and you will be given some copying to do. Work hard, don't drink, and remember what I have said to you. Goodbye. Then he said, Sarji said, take this letter to friend of mine tomorrow and you will be given some copying to do. You go and give this letter to one of my friends. That person will give you work of copying. Okay. Work hard, don't drink. And he said him to work hard and not to drink and to remember what he had said. Pleased at having put a man on the right path. Sergey tapped Lashkov kindly on the shoulder and even gave him his hand at parting. Lashkov took the letter and from that day forth came no more to yard for work. Yes, pleased at having put a man on the right path. Sergey tapped Lashkov kindly on the shoulder. Sergey tapped him on his shoulder and he was very happy that he put a man on the right path. He was going in a wrong way. He put that man on the right path. Sergey was very proud and happy about that. And Ivan gave him his hand at parting. He shook the hand of the beggar. Lashkov took the letter and from that day forth came no more to the yard for work. Lashkov took that letter and that day onwards he did not come to the yard for work. Okay, let us stop here. We shall continue in the next session. Thank you for watching video.